Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday. The weather is actually fairly nice right now. It's just about 8 o'clock. I'm off to the shop. So a viewer had a question in my inbox about a leased vehicle and changing the oil at 5,000 miles. I'm going to try and keep my dashboard from rattling the whole time. Hey, look. Let's go. The street's so narrow. So his question was, leased vehicles doing the oil changes at 5,000 miles. I'm like, well, that's good, right? You know, my advice is to change any vehicle's oil besides a diesel at 3,000 miles. So he said, you know, what are your thoughts? Well, my thoughts are, I don't change my own vehicle's oil really no later than 3,000 miles. And Anthony's new Kia 2025, we've been pushing that to 4,000 miles based on what we see monitoring the color of the oil. So why do I do that? Well, for one, I don't want any internal engine problems for anything that I own, especially if it's brand new. So when you have it brand new, there's no bad habits, there's no bad maintenance practices. I'm in control of the destiny of that vehicle's longevity and life and minimizing major issues and repairs. There is always that option at the end of the lease that your financial situation has changed, or you just don't want to do it anymore, you don't want to make a payment of any sort, that one, you have enough capital to buy out the remainder of the lease, or you're going to refinance that lease or redo that leased vehicle into, you know, a purchase. You know, you're going to buy it out. So then, right, so you drove it for 3 years, 36,000 miles, or 2 years, or whatever the lease terms are, and you've done nothing to it. Maybe you haven't even changed the oil. I don't even know. I mean, the behaviors that I see in my career, so I've been doing this as a professional since 1991. I've always been fixing cars, dirt bikes, and bicycles in my driveway as a young man, and even in high school, I majored in industrial arts. So that was machine shop, metals, drafting, wood, that stuff, construction trades. I don't want to buy a bad marriage, if anyone can relate to that. Male or female, doesn't matter. So if you now you want to buy this car out because you can't get another car or whatever the situation is, now you're stuck with, oh crap, I really didn't take care of this car. Now what's going to happen to this car? Are you going to be the lucky scratch off winner that you're not going to have any problems? Chances are probably not. You didn't do oil changes, or you did, but you did one in 36,000 miles, or you did two, whatever. Following what the manufacturer says at 10,000 miles will get you the short end life of a vehicle changing your oil, let alone 20,000 miles. So just forget that in practice. So for me, with a leased vehicle, and I stopped leasing vehicles a year ago or 2 years ago. I'm looking in the trash while I'm driving to work. Because I don't feel a need for it, because my older vehicles are so reliable. Don't care that they're a little rusty, you don't care if the paint's a little faded. As long as everything else works, I don't care. I don't need to show my friends how much underwater I am, or how much I'm making a bad investment by driving 200, 300, 150, 80, 70, $30,000 car. It's not important to me. But for people it is. It's important to show off how much they're in debt, or how much of a bad decision or a good decision they are. But for me, when I lease a vehicle, I want that next person who gets that car to at minimum know that, and they're not going to know, they might know, but they're going to know in the end is that they're not going to have any internal engine issues if they continue to maintenance that car properly. And that's all my leased vehicles, all 3,000 mile oil changes. If the tires were bad, when I went to trade it in, I put new tires on it. Just how I am. Now for Anthony's car, I don't know if we're going to keep that car at the end of the lease terms or not. I mean, we may, but I want to know that I'm not marrying a health issue with that car. And then for me, again, there's another piece of this, is that it's just my programming. I'm the professional. I should know, right? I should know what it takes to make a vehicle work properly and last as long as it is. So it's just for me, that's how I feel. So to answer your question, at 5,000 miles, I feel that you're okay. Or do I feel that that's the best? Absolutely not. But at 5,000 miles on a leased vehicle, changing the oil, I say yes, for sure. Don't go any further than that. You don't know what your situation's going to be in the end of that, you know. And a lot of people who lease vehicles, their mindset is, it's just a lease. It's just a lease. Just throwing equity and money away in most cases. It's just a lease. And then the filters are clogged and they've never changed the oil, or they did change the oil, or it needs brakes, or it needs this, it needs that. It's just the mindset, not realizing that they're passing on a potential headache to the next customer because they don't care. They don't care about the vehicle. And it's weird for me, like, I think of vehicles as like children, to be honest with you. It's just how I feel. Like it's some machinery bond with me that I like machinery. I like the technology. I like the challenge. I like everything that goes along with these vehicles, and then all the differences between the challenges of repairs, maintenance, and diagnosing. But yeah, so, you know, and I want to take care of them the best I can mechanically. And that's it. So if you're driving a leased vehicle and you don't give a hoo-ha, do what you want, because you're only throwing your money away anyway. Vehicles really don't hold any value today. So if you're leasing, you're just PPing away your money. And if you're not taking care of it, then you're passing on a problem intentionally to another person, maybe your neighbor. I don't know. That's it. Thanks for watching.